Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie The Beast of Yucca Flats, and this request comes to us from fellow YouTuber The Wicker Boy. Wow. I love classic bad movies, but this one, wow. Okay, try to follow me on this one. It's a movie about a Russian defect, well, a defector of Russia, named Joseph Javarsky, played by Tor Johnson, who you probably know better as the big bald guy who used to wrestle and, of course, appeared in many Ed Wood movies. He decides to take off to the Nevada desert, and he's hanging out in the area. Supposed to be, the Yucca Flats in Nevada, or something like that. And, or is it Nevada? I think it's Nevada. I don't know. Where the area he was hanging around at, he gets a little lethal dose of radiation, and instead of becoming green and big and muscular, he's still bald and heavy and still going around killing people. So he's got people on his trail. He's got this family who goes out there to vacation. I don't know why they want to visit a radiation site, but they get separated. And so the whole thing comes down to the father's mistaken for a spy or something like that. The whole movie is so convoluted, it's hard to try to keep up. So, in the end, the family's reunited. The beast is killed. And everything ends on a happy note. And that's it. Unfortunately for this music, I wish I could say it was some happy music, but judge for yourself. The movie was directed by Coleman Francis, who was called the next Ed Wood. But Coleman Francis's movies are also amongst some of the worst of all time, including this bad boy right here. The poor guy can make Ed Wood look like Steven Spielberg. Coleman Francis was a horrible director, especially in this movie, because if anybody talked, you couldn't tell. They had their backs turned to the camera. I think the only time you saw any kind of audio is when the beast is standing outside of a cave and he screams out something. Oh my god, this movie was really, 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 really bad. I love a good classic schlock horror movie. This one takes a lot out of you to try and put up with and tolerate. Yeah. Maybe it was sort of an inspiration to The Incredible Hulk. I don't know, but I hope not. But this movie really, really, really was bad. And again, it is considered one of the worst movies of all time. I mean, when you consider, when somebody's talking, you don't even see their mouth move. It's almost like they're ventriloquist puppets or something. It's pretty doggone bad. Of course, when did you ever hear the words Tor Johnson, Academy Award winner? I don't know. But I think Coleman Francis should have been sent back to film school or something. But of course, Coleman no longer with us. That guy could give Ed Wood a run for his money. I mean, if you see enough of his movies, you'd have to sit there and think, Ed Wood was not all that bad. But yeah, this movie was just all around bad, confusing, didn't make a whole lot of sense, and what else can I say about it? It was bad, terrible. But it achieved immortality by being on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Oh man, wow. I mean, if you're a director who can make Ed Wood, whose movies can make Ed Wood's movies, look really good. You got something right there. The Beast of Yucca Flat, starring Douglas Malloy, Barbara Francis, Larry Ayton, I guess, Bing Stafford, and special guest star Tor Johnson. Now, how are you a special guest star in a movie? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. This whole movie made no sense. But special thanks to the Wicker Boy for his request, and if you like, go check out his channel, go check out his videos, and subscribe to him if you want to as well. And if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that made you feel like you had radiation afterwards, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you so very, very much for watching. And until next time, for Doc Schlock, by request, stay strong and rock on.